Hey, what's up, everybody? Lynn Ray here. Um, it's pretty late. It's about 11 p.m. About to go to bed. Um, but just had some things on my mind, and I just wanted to get them off my brain before I go to bed. Just kind of get them in the air. One of the things that's been going through my mind recently is passion for your career. And I actually made a video last week that I put on YouTube, but I kept it as private. And I kept it as private because I didn't really. There's just something about it that I wasn't really feeling. Something about it that just didn't seem true, authentic to me. And today I was just kind of sitting around pondering, and one of the things that came to my mind is this saying, people, and I actually believed this yesterday, but the saying that we should always follow our passion. But when I sit back and I think about my life, I've um, I've had lots of passions, so it would be hard for me to, have this amazing, lucrative career, if I follow my passion, because my passion has changed so frequently. At one point, my passion was to become a dentist. At one point, it was to become a doctor. At one point, it was to become a nurse. Um, it was to open up a gym. It was to actually do sorry, I can't talk right now, so late. It was to, actually train in martial arts and do that. So I've had all these different passions, and yeah, it just didn't make sense to me that we follow our passion, and that's what we do for the rest of our life. And so I got to thinking, what are we supposed to do? What is it? What career should we choose? And and I honestly don't know the answer to that. At this point in my life, the answer is you do whatever you need to do to make money, right? You do whatever you can do to make the most amount of money that you can make. Um, and I'll just go back to that whole passion thing. I've also heard people say that people who don't follow their passion, aren't doing what they're supposed to do in life. Well, when I think about that, well, I guess I'll go back. People who aren't following their passion aren't doing what they're supposed to do in life, and they are just misusing their abilities or not living up to their abilities. And so when I think about that, I think that's kind of elitist. I don't know. It seems pretty, and I actually thought that too, literally just recently, yesterday, or today, earlier today, until I kind of changed my mind, my little philosophy today. But I think that's pretty elitist because what about the person who's a janitor for a living? Sometimes those people like that, or the person who's a trash man, or the person who's just doing these what we would consider, what most would consider undesirable jobs. Are these people not living up to their ability? Maybe not. Who knows? Are they any less of a good person, any less of a human being than the person who is making $1 million a year? And so, yeah, so I don't know. I don't really agree with that anymore. And so going back to what I was saying, what do you do when what do you do when you don't believe that following your passion is what you should be doing for a living, right? I don't know. But yeah, I think currently, excuse me, currently right now, I just think it's, you just allow, right? You just leave yourself open to do whatever. If you have those options, you just leave yourself open to do whatever. One day you may be a nurse. I work in the healthcare field. One day I'm doing something in the healthcare field, and then one day I may decide to do something completely different. Something not, because yeah, I'm just allowing, right? I think I'm learning that when we allow things to happen, when we are accepting of things, it appears that things start to go your way, right? Things start to be more in alignment with what you truly want. And yeah, I don't know. This is kind of a weird video. It's just kind of more of a vlog type deal, but yeah. And so, anyways, I just wanted to get that out there. So if anyone watches this, and thousands of people will watch it. I'm allowing here. Yeah, let me know what you think. What are your thoughts on following your passion versus just allowing and accepting whatever comes to you, and being free to moving from job to job and things like that. What are your thoughts on that? All right, it's late. I'm ready to go to bed. Anyways, thanks. Talk to you guys later. Peace.